Welcome to Hypnosis Health Info. I'm Roger Moore. Yeah, last night, which was Tuesday, April 12th, was the kickoff of the second season of Jamie Oliver's Food Revolution. And, it's a show that I just urge everyone to watch and pay attention to and take a look at how you can impact the unnecessary epidemic of childhood obesity in this country and the impact you can have in your community and in your schools and within your own home on the types of foods that our kids are eating today. And I'm reminded of a study that I read last week, which was on April 6th of 2011, that talked about overweight teens face heart risks as adults, and this was from WebMD. And it says researchers have long known that overweight or obese kids are more likely to grow up to be heavy adults, and as overweight adults, to be more likely to develop significant health problems associated with excess body weight, including cardiovascular disease and diabetes. Now, a new study published in the New England Journal of Medicine has added a significant wrinkle to the problem of growing childhood girth. The study, which followed more than 37,000 teenage boys into their 30s, shows that some of the risks associated with being an overweight teenager apparently don't go away, even if a person loses weight later in life. So this would actually apply to myself, because I was a very heavy, very fat teenager. Cardiovascular disease really is a pediatric illness. It begins in childhood. Even if you change your behavior, there's still this carryover effect that being obese or overweight as an adolescent seems to really last into adult health. In contrast with what happened with heart disease in the study, researchers found that diabetes risk could be more malleable. That is, if heavy teens lost weight as adults, the risk of getting type 2 diabetes was erased. It doesn't say decreased, it says erased. For those who would not grow up to become overweight or obese, the risk is completely reversible. Experts say the message of the study to parents and teens should be clear. It's never too early to start being healthy. Don't wait until you're 50 or 60 worrying about a heart attack. You really need to be concerned early on. Wow, folks, and I know for myself that back when I weighed 110 pounds more than I do now, that I had borderline high blood pressure, my blood sugars were questionable, and having taken the weight off and kept it off, my blood sugars are well within the very healthy normal range and have been for years. My blood pressure is in the low normal range and just a very healthy range and has been there for years. And that's because I have taken the weight off, I've kept it off, and I exercise. And I've been talking a lot in the last 18 weeks about life with mom and having my 89-year-old or almost 89-year-old mom living with us, and the importance of her changing her eating, and she lost 17 pounds during those 18 weeks, and she was on an exercise regimen working with a personal trainer, and it was amazing that at age 88, almost 89, to see the health improvements in her. Not only did she hurt less, but she was more mobile. She was able to do more things. She looked better. Her mind was clearer and sharper, and it was just phenomenal to see those changes. So don't wait till you're 88 or 89 to make changes in your life. No matter how old you are, make them right now, starting right here, right now, today. And you can do that with hypnosis, because from my perspective and how I teach hypnosis to my clients and to my students, hypnosis is the ultimate display of control. When you're sitting there eating too much food too fast, or you're hooked on the McDonald's or the bag of chips or Doritos, or you're doing the Cheetos or the pint of Ben & Jerry's or Haagen-Dazs or the Snickers bars, whatever it might be, you're in that eating trance, you're out of control. But with hypnosis, you learn to get control of you. I talk about being back present, conscious in your body, aware of your feet in the floor, your butt in the chair, aware of breath, and then determining, am I hungry or am I stressed or upset? And if I'm not hungry and I'm stressed or upset, then then I need to work with the stress or the upset, because there's never going to be enough food to manage the stress or upset. Might numb it out for a little bit, but it will come back. And if I'm hungry, then make a healthy choice. And with hypnosis, I can create that motivation, that desire to keep my body moving and active. So take a look around here at the tools and resources at Hypnosis Health Info, and learn about self-hypnosis, learn about weight loss, and remember that childhood obesity is absolutely preventable. There's no reason why so many of our kids need to be overweight. That really is a preventable thing by changing what they're eating, getting them off the processed foods, the fast foods, getting them to eat real food that looks like it was dug out of the earth, picked off a plant or a bush or out of a tree, and getting them out moving, getting them exercise. So incorporate hypnosis into your life, teach it to your kids. From my perspective, self-hypnosis should be taught to the tiniest of children, and should be taught starting in preschool and all the way through school on how to use hypnosis. So take a look around here at Hypnosis Health Info. If I can support you, please feel free to give me a call, 206-903-1232, or send me an email, roger@hypnosishealthinfo.com. I'm Roger Moore, and this is Hypnosis Health.